Okay, should we start? Excellent. Good morning, everybody. I'm happy to see you here in my presentation, where I will try to give you a bit of an insight into LibreOffice. My name is Thorsten Behrens. I work for SUSE on LibreOffice. I'm in the German engineering team there. So let's get straight into it. What is LibreOffice? It's the leading free office suite, successor of OpenOffice. It's available on pretty much every Linux distribution out there. It's the standard office suite. With a growing market share, very vibrant and active community. I'm just here from 4 days of LibreOffice conference in Berlin. With regular time-based releases. And a growing number of developers, so a very healthy and active community. And the whole product is geared towards solving today's interop problems. So I would invite all of you to try us. And let's look at how downloads developed in the past 2 years. And that's actually just this year, and you see some fluctuation here, but that's because those peaks that you see, that's new releases. That's a press release, big splash that we made, and new release, which happens 2 times a year. We have 2 major releases per year and a number of minor bug fix releases subsequently. You see the steady growth, and this is actually per week. So the best week we had this year so far was more than 600,000 downloads in a single week. Let's look at developers, since that's at the end of the day what makes the product. This is from the start of the project in 2010. And you see the steady growth of the developer base. This little bright green bars on top of that, it's entirely new contributors, which is also really what you want to see, like new people coming in into the project. Let's have a quick look at how the developer community is divided up. We have a core set of people that regularly hack on LibreOffice. Many of them paid, a few of them volunteer, but investing significant time into developing features and doing bug fixes, cleaning up the code. We have a larger number of regular committers, roughly 161 that do regular work, although on a smaller scale. They mostly fix bugs, clean up code, and implement small features. And we have the very large number of occasional volunteers that have the, 5 fixes, 5 patches a year. Some of them returning, some of them just doing a few fixes and then going elsewhere. To onboard people, we have so-called easy hacks, which is a nice contained piece of work that people can get into in an evening or 2 to get acquainted with the project, to get a first patch in, and then grow from there. Questions so far? So that's the community view on LibreOffice and the mechanics that we have there. We tried to do that similarly to the Linux kernel community. So we have a very active mailing list. Everything goes via that mailing list. We are on ISC. Like, we have a channel with roughly 100 participants for developing topics. We have we try to make it easy to contribute. So when someone sends a patch, we try to get feedback to this patch as quickly and as welcoming as possible, and try to get stuff either with feedback, corrected, reworked, or committed to the code base within a week. Any questions so far? Just shoot. Okay. So now let's look at the product itself. What does LibreOffice do for you? Why would you want to use it? Those that might not have used it so far, just a very quick look at what it is. We have 5 applications: so text processing, spreadsheet, presentation application. This presentation runs in a base database application and a drawing program. Now let's look at what they do. Writer is very similar in look and feel to Microsoft Word. Comparable range of functions and tools and features. With this very nice PDF, built-in PDF export that works in all applications. That, for example, also keeps simple presentations or keeps animations and presentations in PDF. It has a very nice feature that you can embed the native ODF file inside the PDF. So you just have one file that you can send around. Everybody else opens that, it's PDF. But if someone with LibreOffice happens to open that, it's the original editable document inside. And you can keep working on. You don't lose any information. It's not that this lossy PDF thing, it's the original document. Spreadsheet as well, similar to Excel. Probably the only one out there that has that have decent VBA support. Yes, and we open and save into both the old and the new Microsoft formats there. Presentation application. Of course, the usual Microsoft import-export, but also Flash export, and recently we added SVG export, even for the upcoming version with animation. So if you export to SVG, you open that in a browser, you have most of the slideshow animations there. It's very nice to just take your presentation, go to some conference. You don't know what's installed there, just stick in the USB key, and there you go. Base as well, designed with Microsoft user in mind, and Draw, a drawing application. Very nice recent feature addition there is Visio, Corel Draw, and Microsoft Publisher import. So just a few screenshots to give you an impression what that does. It's really feature rich. It's probably the most feature complete free or open source Office suite that you can find. What you see here is a VBA macro. That's a nice demo that runs in a spreadsheet, but it's in fact a VBA macro that draws nice things and that runs like it runs in Excel. Impress, we import the recent OXML files from Microsoft. We support most of the features there, including the smart art drawing that got added. And a few assorted screenshots here for you. This is the Visio import. So there are many people that do the drawings, the diagrams in Visio. That's so as far as I can tell, that's the only free Office or free software solution that has this quality with the Visio import. Some usability fixes, improvements that we added in the past year, just to make it easier, to make features more accessible to users. So we have not only interop that we focus on, but also usability, look and feel, fixing so-called paper cuts, little annoyances that people stumble across. And we try to get right, and others didn't get right for many years. So what does SUSE have to do with all of that? Well, SUSE not only is a significant part of the LibreOffice project and the governing entity, which is the Document Foundation. We're also offering service and maintenance for our customers. So there's a SUSE version, a supported SUSE version of LibreOffice that you can get for not only Linux but also for Windows. And depending on your size and your requirements and your demands, we have I think very interesting offering there that gets you a very nice, compelling, secure way to deploy a free Office suite that includes monthly updates and patches, that includes phone support and email support, and that includes fixes. So if you have a problem, you have a document that doesn't import correctly, you have a bug you want to fix, then you're entitled to support. So the SUSE LibreOffice team is there to fix that, and you will get a special fixed product before everybody else. And yeah, that's our value proposition. Beyond that, of course, the version is pretty much the same as, so that we don't withhold any features. That's pretty much the same version you get as the free one, but you get the service on top, and you get fixes that might be critical to your needs. So what we're here for is to help you succeed with LibreOffice, and I would be thrilled to tell you more, maybe after the talk or in the hallway. Just poke me. My email address is what was on the first slide. It's tbehrens@suse.com, or just ask me. So.
I've got one rather annoying question, and that's, it's very nice to see that LibreOffice is able to open many of the existing documents created in Microsoft. If you do it correctly, it will be uncompatible and users will complain about it. And if you do it incorrectly, well, then you will always be only the second in the market. You can't win it. Can you?
Well, usually there's some middle ground here. So what we can do is support a feature that it looks the same, it looks correct, and we can of course provide different means. It's not that we are or we want to be an exact clone. So when there is a feature that we think is nice and important, we add it on top. So for example, the styles concept that's been in LibreOffice, OpenOffice for many years, that's clearly superior to what the Microsoft Office has. Most often.
Things like the presentation layer. So, for example, I believe that if one way of making line breaks is a bit unfortunate. It's ugly. That's it. And now, if I improve it, it will change the layout of all existing documents, which is not an option. So
Yeah, but as I say, usually there's a middle ground, so you can always have a flag or a oh, I wanted this. So, for example, the writer application has lots of those compatibility options. Like here comes a document that was originally Word 97 that gets imported, and the application knows, oh, Word 97 has quite some quirks, so it sets a number of compatibility flags that do get round trip, that do get saved in ODF files, so that you get the same layout. But that doesn't mean that this is a default. If you create a document from scratch, you don't have those compat features turned on. Most of the time you can work around that.
are these flags somehow accessible through the options manual?
Yes, they are.
Oh, okay. Didn't find it. Okay.
I have a lot of documents in Microsoft Excel with VB macros, and I need it for my work. And you told us that there are a lot of advanced VB macros used in LibreOffice. How much? 50%, or I can switch just to LibreOffice and be happy with my work?
So there is a very easy answer to that question, and this is, please just try it. Go to LibreOffice.org, download the latest version, load your documents, and see how it looks. Does it work or not? For VBA we don't have 100%. We focus for VBA. We focus on the problems that most often occur in the majority of the documents. That means probably advanced features might not work yet. So
if I can add to that, so exactly that is why we provide the support. Because if you have some documents that do not work for you, you are just in the 5% of the users that have the problem. But we will cover you. We will be there to fix your document. We will give it to our support guys, and we will fix the problem for you and provide you with a new build. That's the value that SUSE brings.
I tried it, but it's long time and it doesn't work. So I go to Microsoft Excel, and I'm not so happy that I have to use this, but I need this for my forest.
yes.
Can you draw the user as a replacement for Microsoft Visio?
I know it's somehow different focus there. It's a vector drawing application by design. So you can import Visio files, but it's not that you have the exact same functionality there. So it's an import in the sense of the word, like it looks the same, but it doesn't necessarily behave the same. But well, for the most, it's just to get the graphics in. I mean, there are billions and billions of Visio documents where someone has designed some org chart or something, and just being able to import them, reuse the graphics for your text, for your memo or for your presentation, it's really nice. Okay, any further questions? And please do come to us and ask, and we're glad to show you and also talk about whatever you want to know, pricing, everything. Okay, thanks so much for being here. Thanks so much for your attention. Looking forward to talk to you.